Welcome back to Super Sister Signs, a best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I am your cozy, compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke.
Yay! Oh, we have so much to talk about.
I'm so excited to be back. It's also like a new thrill to be like releasing podcasts like synchronously with recording them because we just released that we're recording like 2 days after a release that we recorded the previous. It's just interesting to be living in the future. It's different. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, we're just a week away from the truth at all times.
Yeah. Ah!
Yay. It's like you get to gossip with us.
It's fun. It's
in
fun.
real time.
Yeah, the gossip is fresh. The gossip is real.
You're chomping at the bit.
Yeah, I am.
To know things that I have kept really, really secret
under lock and key.
Brooke. I've been full poker face, which is how we deal with spoilers of any kind. Is that if I know something, if you know something about like a show, then it's
lips are sealed.
No face move.
No face move.
What are you curious about, first of all?
Well, I'm curious about everything, but I can also wait until Venus vibes.
Well, I want to tease you a little.
You do? Okay.
I'm going to go no face move. And this is what I want. Tell me what you want to know and make a prediction, and I no face move.
Okay, fun. So I won't find out until later, but I'm just going to make some guesses.
Make no face move.
Okay, so you just went on a 2-night out-of-town trip with a guy that you've been seeing for a long time. And I am convinced that on the first night, he asked you to be his girlfriend in a romantic way. You said yes, of course. And then you got to enjoy the rest of the trip as newlywed boyfriends. That's my prediction. And that's all I'll say. You won't give me anything.
Did my face move?
No, it did not move. No face move.
No face move.
We're being serious.
No face move.
Mm-hmm. So I still have no idea what happened.
Thank you for entering your predictions. We'll talk about it later.
Great.
Moving on.
We have to talk about Leo season.
Happy Leo season.
The Leos want us to talk about it. It's Leo season.
The Leos are clamoring.
I am transitioning into Leo season. I'm having a tough time because I loved Cancer season.
It's your season.
I really needed it to just be soft and for everyone to just kind of leave me alone. And they sort of did, actually, for the later part of July in a way that I appreciated and needed everyone to leave me alone. But now it's Leo season, so we all have to look at each other a lot.
We have to be looking.
We have to be perceived constantly and be perceiving even more.
Yeah, so tell us more about Leo season.
Well,
new moon in Leo, what does that mean?
Well, that is a good point. Because not only is it Leo season, which means the sun just moved into Leo, but also the moon is in Leo, and it's about to be a new moon in Leo today, I believe. Yeah, so we're doing kind of a solar cycle and a lunar cycle simultaneously, sort of funsy, cute. Leo is ruled by the sun, the same way Cancer is ruled by the moon. So Leo is like the hot, fire, daylight, leader. I'm here all day. I'm in charge. You guys are looking at me. I'm literally your life source. I'm giving you energy. I'm giving you drama. It's the lion.
The lion, the king of the jungle.
The king. Or the queen.
Or the queen.
Depending on your chart, I think the new moon is going to kind of show up in different ways for you. But we were reading about this a little bit before the episode, and now everything's gone from my mind.
Me
What?
too.
We were literally so prepared. I was like, all right, I've never been more ready to talk about what a new moon in Leo means. And now I'm like, what does it mean? I forgot all of it.
Friendly reminder that we don't know anything.
Yeah, just when you thought I might have known something, talking very confidently about Leo season, I revealed yet again, I know nothing. I remember kind of what it means for me as a little Pisces rising, Cancer, Sun, and Moon.
Go on.
It's kind of roughing things up in my daily life systems. So like I am to pay attention to and perhaps rejuvenate and kind of shake up my like daily routines basically. And there was a lot in my reading about like you might be getting really fed up with like stuff at work or like things you're doing for work every day that you're like sick of doing. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. I feel like especially recently everything has, or a lot of things have shifted where I have more creative priorities that I want to focus on, like this podcast. But then I'm also doing a lot of work. I'm just like, I don't quite have enough time and I'm giving my time to everyone. And I think I need to do a big like a careful reassessment of where I actually want to be spending my time.
Kind of exciting.
It is exciting. I think the Leo of it all is giving me like a, it's like it's less of like a, oh, this is bad, so I gotta move stuff around, and more of like a, I don't need to do this. I can do whatever I want.
It's making you bolder and braver.
Exactly.
That's exciting.
Just like a
Oh my
Leo.
gosh, yay.
What is it? What's the new moon in Leo doing for you?
So for me, in my reading on Channy, shout out Channy, it was a lot of pay attention to your relationships in your life. So take note of who maybe like be a pivotal person if there's something you get like a networking connection, like follow up with that person. Like it's revisiting communication with people you already have relationships with, and so there was language in there that something could be pivotal and may feel faded.
Doing a big long look into the camera.
Face no move. So kind of fun.
Really fun.
Yeah, and it's just all about like going forward, doing the thing, having follow through.
God, same.
Yeah.
Same but different.
Same but different.
Sister signs. Well, on that note, what was your Capricorn Cancer moment of the week? I know mine.
Tell us.
I've recently adopted a 20-year-old coworker.
Okay.
And by that I mean I have a 20-year-old coworker who is a full 12 years younger than me. That means that if she was in first grade, I would be a senior in high school, for the listeners at home. And that's scary because that's a big gap for like a friendship or a relationship with a human being of any kind. I'm sort of like, oh God, I'm scared. But
you're a mommy.
I'm a mommy, mamacita. I just really like her. She's really like funny and smart and wise beyond her years. And like when I met her, she had just moved to LA with her like only boyfriend she'd ever had from high school. They'd been together for 3 years. Sure. They both moved here from the Midwest to like make it in Los Angeles together.
At 20?
At 20. Moved into the same place. And then she was like, wait, I'm young and hot and trying to be an actor, a model, and a singer, and like literally whatever I can get my hands on. And like, I should not be with this 20-year-old white boy.
Yeah, I'm just wincing and cringing, like just listening to all of it.
It's really bad. It gets even worse. So anyway, so she's like, oh, I gotta go. So she decides like I'm gonna break up. They have like a conscious uncoupling essentially, but she dumps him.
I'm rolling my eyes.
Yeah. And it's essentially where she's like, I don't think we should be together anymore, but I don't have anywhere to live. So we have to live together until I can move out because his parents own the apartment.
Did they buy it for them when they moved?
I think so. I think his parents are like really rich. Oh, get this. He has no job, has never had a job, is currently in school, I think, for something, but like skips class all the time and only has class 2 days a week and still skips and sleeps all day.
And she said, I'm going to marry this man.
I mean, no, she said, I have to go out.
But before.
Listen, she got to LA, didn't she?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she used him to get to LA. I don't think that happened, but I think it would have been good of her if she had.
It's a good for her moment.
Anyway, now fast forward, she is living in a new situation. She like found a room in a house full of girls. Great. They're all her new best friends. Like it's the perfect situation. Oh my God, her ex-boyfriend's mom kept her cat. They had 2 cats together. One was hers, and that one stayed in Wisconsin. She was going to have her sister fly the cat out, like, after they got settled. But the cat was staying with the boyfriend's parents, and the boyfriend's parents were like, "We just love the cat so much. We'll pay you for him."
What?
And she was like, "I don't want your money. I just want my damn cat." And they just basically, like, refused. So she was like, "Fine, I'm going to take your money and use it to adopt my own new cat immediately in my new house."
But that's crazy. That's a kidnapping.
It's a kidnapping. It's criminal. So I already hate this man and his whole family.
That is so. How much money did they pay?
I don't even remember.
They can
Not
afford
enough.
property in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It should be $1 million for my child.
They might be renting it, but still on their behalf. Still.
You can't buy my kid.
This is my coworker at my, like, minimum wage job. Like, we're not doing anything fancy here. So she's out here working minimum wage, and her boyfriend, who doesn't have to ever have a job, his parents are stealing her cat and, like, offering her spare change in return. Yeah, you're having your cancer moment of the week.
They threw a couple quarters at her.
Yeah, literally. I'm actually getting heated.
I'm pissed.
I'm pissed off. Okay, so. And that's not even my moment of the week. That's just the
No.
context.
Mm.
So I basically have adopted her because she will, like, come in and be like, "This is what's going on in my life," and I'll be like, "Amazing, amazing, amazing. You're doing everything right." And then I'll give her a small nugget of advice usually, because oftentimes she'll just be like, "I'm kind of thinking it's blah 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 blah," and she'll say something, like, very profound that, like, I couldn't come up with until I was at least older than 26. I think she's very wise about people's, like, emotions, and I don't know how it happened, but I tell her all the time, I'm like, "You're mature. You are doing this right."
Do you think it's TikTok? Do you think it's growing up with TikTok?
Maybe. But also, like, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but he is not. Her ex-boyfriend is not like that. And he's also certainly on TikTok.
But famously, based on your gender and age, TikTok will serve up different content to you.
Oh,
which is
my
why
God.
all of the little boys are, like,
Little
red-pilled.
incels. Oh my God. So she's getting, like, therapist TikTok.
She's getting therapist TikTok, and he's getting I hate women TikTok.
He is.
Okay, go on,
Oh my
go
God.
on.
Okay. So we were working last night, and she was like, "So I have an update for you." And I was like, "What is it?" And I'm not going to air all of this person's laundry on our podcast. It's part of my mamacita nature.
Yeah.
But essentially, like, her relationship with her ex-boyfriend now is that, like, he will sometimes give her rides to work. She doesn't have a car, and he does nothing, as we've talked about. Because she's also, like, not spending time with him outside of that, and not, like, or not engaging romantically at all, which is what I'm like, don't give him any crumbs because he's obsessed with you. So, like, don't do it because it's gonna turn bad. I kind of went inside myself back to when I was 20, dating a 20-year-old man that I had, like, a stretched out breakup with, and, like, the tactics that he would use to get me to, like, cuddle with him while he had a girlfriend, like, kind of bullshit. So I was like, I'm on high alert. I'm like, this is not gonna happen to you. You are my charge. I've adopted you. Snip snip. My little cancer crab claws are out. Oh, she's trying to get, like, essentially this piece of equipment from him, this, like, musical piece of equipment that will enable her to make her own songs that he has that he's not using, that she's like, I just need to get it from him. And she keeps trying to, like, pick it up or get him to drop it off, and he's been really weaselly about it. So she goes over to pick it up, and he's weaselly about it. It kind of just, like, he had a terrible reaction, and then she, like, shared some stuff with him, and then he had a horrible reaction to that, and just was like, again, I won't go into it, but just, like, got very, very red-pilled, misogynistic. Like, when you were like, he's getting fed the I hate women TikToks, I was like, yeah, he is. Long story short, he was
crazy to her.
He was crazy to her, and she left the situation, and he's been, like, basically trying to apologize ever since, but just like fumbling the bag. Like was like, can I pick you up from work? And then would like just sort of like pepper her with questions instead of apologize. Like about it, it was just like
I
a
hate
nightmare.
him.
So this all boils down to he calls her while she's at work. Also, her phone's stolen, so she can barely communicate with anyone. She is using a broken ass iPad that only has Instagram on it to DM people, and then she talks to people through, I think, phone calls, regular phone calls on an Apple Watch, only when she's connected to Wi-Fi.
Oh my god.
Is what's happening right now.
That's so funny.
So he calls her on her Apple Watch.
Okay.
And he's like asking if she wants to hang out, and she's like, no, I have plans with a friend from work after work, and which is partially true, partially not true, and but she doesn't need to tell him the truth.
No.
And he's like, okay, I just like really was hoping I could give you a ride. And she was like, why, do you need to talk or something? And he was like, I just, when we're in the car together, I just this, the way I'm telling you, when this man, this is my first time hearing him like speak at length.
You're hearing him on speakerphone on an Apple Watch.
Yes. And he like does not speak really. Like he mostly groans. And I was not like, at this time I was not like invited to the eavesdropping. I mean, I kind of was, because we basically, it was really slow at work and we'd been talking about this all day. But I was nearby like cleaning, and he said something that made me so mad that I took, while she's on the phone with him, I took a piece of printer paper and I wrote, I'll kill him, with 3 exclamation marks. So I was getting so pissed off. And then I folded up the piece of paper.
What was her reaction to I'll kill
She
him?
laughed.
Yeah.
Because I had started, I introduced her to, yesterday, to the vernacular of kill him.
Yeah.
Because she's telling me all this, and I was like, you need to kill him. And her eyes went wide a little, and I was like, metaphorically, you need to kill him. Like, that's what I say when you need to, someone needs to be dead to you. Like, he does not need to be in your life. It's not worth it. All of this nonsense.
Cut off, no contact.
And she was also being like, this reaction really made me remember why I broke up with him, like, and be grateful that he's not in my life anymore. And I was like, literally follow that.
Is.
Follow that.
Which is why I need to kill him.
Literally is, exactly.
Yeah.
And then she was like, he's calling me back. Do you want to listen? And I was like, yeah. So I like we're like at the front desk. I'm like elbow up. She like turns up the volume on her Apple Watch. I'm trying to be like so stone cold silent. And he starts the call by being like, I just called you. She's like, what's up? Kim Possible style, talking into the watch. And he's like, I just wanted to, like, talking so close to the mic because I want it to kind of sound bad, like how he sounded. I just wanted to read you this thing. What? I just called you because I wanted you to read this thing. You wanted me to read something? Talking into the watch. No, I just called you because I started writing something out, but I wanted to, because the phone is better, so I'm going to read it to you. And that was like made more sense than what he actually said. I'm sort of summarizing. He starts reading, quote unquote, an apology that he wrote, quote unquote, but like every other word, he's like, just makes me feel, oh, I don't know. And I was like, did you write down I don't know? Like, it was very clearly bullet points, not scripted. Just like what, you didn't write this down. And I wrote the note, I cannot bear him reading this out loud through your watch while you're at work. Like, she's literally like in this dimly lit like front desk, wrist to the ear, listening to this man, brow furrowed, listening to this man. God, you just, I don't know. I mean, what?
Did you kill him?
I think his death is imminent. I'm gonna find out today.
Okay, good.
She I wrote a few more notes. Like, I'm gonna burst into flames. There was a few times where she like would ask him a question point blank, and he would go, ugh. And we would both just sit in silence. All 3 of us would sit in silence. And then towards the end of the conversation, things started to get a little heated. And She was like, no, go on. I never said I never said I'm perfect. Tell me my flaws. Go on. Because I think he tried to insinuate something like, well, you're not perfect or whatever. So she was like, pop off. And he goes, you're always talking and I can like never get a word in and it's really annoying.
What?
After I just listened to like half an hour of him like her patiently waiting for him to spit out anything at
Say
all.
anything.
A single sentence. It infuriated me. Then he hung up on her. He hung up on her. Crazy. And then he sent her a written apology note that was just like almost, he like got almost there, and then he just like showed all of his incel misogyny. Like he just like showed his work in a way that was really painful. And then she sent him a voice note telling him off. He sent a voice note being like, "That's not what I meant." And then she was like, "I'm just not gonna reply to him. Maybe
Yeah.
ever again."
Yeah.
I said, "Yes, he's dead to you now."
Yeah. There's a certain point that you get to in life when you realize that nothing you can say will get you anywhere you want to be.
Mm-mm. Some people you just have to kill.
Some people, yeah, no contact, block.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. We're very pro block on this podcast.
Pro
Blockcast.
block him.
Block him. Oh my.
Yeah, she needs to block
gosh.
him. He's also like watching. She's doing a lot of modeling and stuff, so she's gotten in with this crowd that's doing like live streams on Twitch, and they're like going out to parties and stuff, and she's like got this really fun main character energy, and he like watches the streams, and like he was like getting upset about them on the phone call, and she was like, "I'll just block you from them so you don't see them."
Yeah.
She
sounds great.
She's great. She's got it covered,
She
honestly.
sounds very mature for 20.
Truly. I keep being like, I keep forgetting that she's 20. I don't think
Yeah.
I could stand it if she acted like she was 20. I would not be her friend. She's living the life of a 20-year-old, but we're working to get her on Love Island.
Yes.
We need to do a sidebar and do a consultation with her. She was like, I need to train in heels. I need to train in ass. I need to train in bikini. She's ready. She's ready to take lessons to learn how to twerk professionally. We're like gonna get it going.
Does she listen to Game of Roses?
No, but I told her about it.
She needs to contact Clues.
We should get Clues as her coach. So that was my little Cancer Mamacita protector moment of the week. I'll kill him.
I love it. I can't wait to hear more, and I can't wait to get this girl on Love Island.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I realize that every single person that I know, I want to watch them in a reality show.
Me too.
I don't care what show. I want everyone I know to be on television.
She was showing me these she was like skimming through this live stream of like her just at a party, like making friends. And I was like, you don't understand how much this is like feeding my soul right now. This is my favorite reality show.
She will get on Love Island.
She will get on Love Island. Yes. I can just see it. It's amazing.
I'm so excited.
I can see her confessionals now. Anyway, what's your Capricorn moment of the week?
I did take a business call on a purse. A couple weeks ago in Highland Park, I went into this like vintage furniture shop, and there was a purse there that looked like a rotary phone that had a plastic receiver on top.
Okay, I've seen pictures of this. This is real?
It's a working phone.
No.
So the receiver is like a old school like handheld receiver with a squiggly bungee phone cord that goes into a hole in the purse, and it has like kind of like an aux connector. And so I put a dongle on it, and you can plug it into your iPhone or your cell phone or whatever, and it works. So like I had tested it before. If you're getting a call on your cell phone, you can pick up the receiver on the purse, click a button, and answer the phone. You can adjust the volume. You can hang up.
I'm sick. This is the coolest thing I've ever heard of.
There's a speaker, and then there's a microphone. So someone can like fully hear you, and you can fully hear someone on a phone call.
Incredible.
So, as you know, I went on a 2-night Santa Barbara County trip with Crabman. And on the second day, we went into Solvang in the morning, and we were at this bakery, and we're about to order, and I feel my purse vibrate, and I have the yellow purse, and my phone is plugged into it. I feel the purse vibrating, and I peek in, and it's an unsaved number, but I just had a feeling. and and I'm scrambling, and I'm just like, I guess I'm answering the phone with the
Yeah, you
purse.
can't scramble for your little phone that's all plugged in. You might as well just pick up the
So I
receiver.
unclick the receiver and I answer. I go, hello, and then I'm fully hearing someone on the other end, my agent, telling me that I booked my first commercial in
Oh,
LA.
yay!
Yay!
Congrats!
Thank you. And it was really overwhelming because we were about to order, and I am fully on a phone call at the counter on a yellow plastic purse. And Crabman is like, wait, what did you want? And I'm just like, I can't.
Waving your hand, plastic phone, purse.
I'm on the phone in a bakery in a little Danish village on a purse, taking a business call on vacation.
That is your Capricorn moment of the week. That was. I almost wish you didn't give me any context other than your first sentence. We just moved on.
I took a business call on a purse.
Next. Wait, congrats though.
Thank
Commercial.
you. Yeah.
Can you spill any deets?
Probably not.
Great.
Yeah. Not here. I was
Amazing.
I got put on check avail for it at the end of last week, and they called me on Tuesday on my little trip. Just like, so great.
So cute.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Me too. I'm so pleased. This is my third check avail in 3 weeks and then finally a booking.
Finally. They've been dangling that little carrot in
They've
front
been
of you.
dangling that little booking carrot.
And here you are.
My first LA booking.
Yay!
Commercial booking.
That's right. Don't forget about Shazgob.
I won't forget. Tomorrow I'm shooting a web series.
That's so fun. I can't wait.
Kind of fun.
I can't wait for that to come out, which I'm sure will not be soon. But
no.
But I'm excited to see you play that silly role. I helped Juanita audition for a very funny thing.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my Capricorn moment of the week.
Great.
She's a businesswoman on the go.
Well, now it's obviously time for
What's up?
I'm screaming because currently Joe's dad is in town, my fiance Joe.
Uh-huh.
And he brought us each a gift.
Okay.
He brought us a set of matching gifts.
Cute.
Really cute. And I'm screaming with glee because the gift is so funny and delightful and sort of perfect without anyone understanding why or knowing how.
Okay.
I think you're going to hate it.
Do the brim down. Let me see what's going on there. So I'm seeing a purple bucket hat, 3 green monster eyes on the top, and then white monster teeth above the brim.
Correct.
Could not know what this means.
I didn't know either. Actually, Jean pulled these out, and I was immediately just delighted by the faces on the hats.
Yeah.
Also kind of immediately horrified because I had an old coworker who would wear a bucket hat every day, and he was this white man who was a rapper and was really, really bad at his job and annoying. Sorry if he's listening, probably not. But so I'm sort of like, I have sort of bucket hat PTSD from him.
Yeah.
And I once told Joe, like, he like tried one on casually in a store, and I was like, no, you can't be doing that because of this experience that I had. So I did see a flash of that old coworker when the hats came out, but then the cute little faces brought me back in, and I said, I think that this is my exposure therapy. The second thing is that Joe immediately realized that the little creature on the head is a Dungeons and Dragons monster called the hold on.
I thought I knew it wasn't, but the first thing that came to my head was Randall, the purple monster from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, it's a good guess.
But I know it's not.
But you know it's not.
Because Randall has 2 eyes, and this is 3.
And this guy has 3. Oh, it's a mimic. I knew it was like a word.
Okay.
And this one has 4 eyes, but Joe is pretty certain that it's a mimic, which is just a creature that has multiple eyes and sharp teeth like that. So Joe has one as well that's blue. And we both just have these silly little hats now. And we're playing Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday, so we're gonna
gotta wear
them.
your mimic hat.
Yeah. Joe was actually like, I told him this was gonna be my scream, and he was like, "Don't spoil it." And then he remembered that the podcast won't come out until after we've played, so it won't be a spoil. No face move. What's your scream? I have to wear this for the rest of the episode now. Sorry.
I'm screaming with a hair update. As you can see,
Yeah.
I dyed my hair.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so concerned last week that I would be ugly. I don't know. I had this irrational fear that it would just look like a crazy, like harsh line of black dye on my forehead with no. I didn't. Maybe I thought I would look like I had Lego hair. I really didn't know what I thought I was going to look like, and I look so normal.
You couldn't look more normal. I keep forgetting that you dyed your hair because it's so normal.
The only
but it
people
also looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, the only
It's very
people who have
warm.
noticed are the people that I told, "Oh, I dyed my hair. Oh, I'm going to dye my hair."
Mhm.
No one has noticed, which is precisely what I wanted,
Mhm.
because people weren't really noticing the gray hair anyway, except when they really, really looked. So I just wanted to just like cover it all up, and I went a little lighter, a little warmer, and actually, so I had for the commercial that I booked, I went in for the callback last week with my new hair, and it was my first audition with my new hair, and they said, "Get her on TV
Immediately. Now.
So I'm just like screaming with pleasure.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm screaming with contentment.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that my hair doesn't look crazy and it looks kind of normal.
Yeah.
Although I did wash it once after I dyed it. Like, I washed it right after I dyed it, and then a week later, I washed it again. And now there are some silvery bits showing through. I don't know if I needed to treat the grays longer. It's more apparent when my hair is down.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't bother me so much, but I was like, I wonder what happened.
I wonder what happened.
But the roots are giving.
It's so warm. It's youthful.
Thank you.
Great job.
Sorry, I'm 21.
You're my 20-year-old coworker. What?
Agu.
That really sent my body into a different dimension. I did not like it. That was like the uncanny valley or something happened.
Agu. Okay, moving on. Is it time for
Venus
vibes? It's time for Venus vibes.
Yeah. Sorry, we really went fast through that one because we're excited and we're scared.
So
come on, tell us what happened.
Okay. So Crabman and I, we get to Santa Barbara on Monday, which is his birthday. So big Cancer birthday. He loves being in Santa Barbara. It was my first time. So he's showing me all of his favorite spots. We're having a delightful breakfast. He opens presents. We walk around. We have a wine. We have a coffee. We're having a nice time. And we are going to his favorite restaurant for dinner. It's a nice little fancy place. And we like got all dressed up. And we went and I did birthday quiz with him, which is what I like to do with my friends on their birthday. I don't think I did it with you on your birthday. I think there were just not enough time. But I usually do this with my friends where it's a year in review. So it's birthday quiz. It's what were you proud of last year? What are you looking forward to before your next birthday? What is something that you would have done differently? Who's a new person that you met that you're really glad you met? Like, where is... I actually didn't ask that one.
Damn it.
Well, because the first one is like, I asked, like, what are you proud of? And he had so many things that he was proud of. And I was so glad that
That's so sweet.
he had accomplished so much for himself this year. But one of the things he mentioned, kind of a trap with birthday quizzes, that people don't realize that they can just stop talking and get asked another question.
Oh, that's funny.
So he just kept going, but it was great. And he mentioned, and I met someone who's, great, and, that was nice to hear. So I didn't want to beat a dead horse and be like, "Oh, are you glad you met me?"
Right. Yeah.
I knew it was me.
Yeah.
So we were doing birthday quiz, and then we just kind of started having an organic conversation. We haven't really had a big check-in conversation in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of really good conversations when he took me to Ojai, and we've had really good,
Yes.
productive conversations about our expectations and what we need and our fears and things like that.
And then you were just too busy having fun and meeting each other's friends and stuff.
Yeah. But this is Fantasy Suites. This is
the time.
This is when Dark Lord Palmer will give you an invitation to the Fantasy Suite and a key.
Yes.
Should you choose to forgo your individual rooms.
You're literally going to dinner. You did your day date, and now you're going to dinner.
Yeah.
You're going to have the conversation.
We're having
about whether or not you're going to forego your rooms, your individual rooms.
So we're having a conversation about how, I forget exactly why this came up, but I kind of brought up how I am not good at keeping things inside. Like, if something bothers me, I like to just figure it out. And I may not always have the language for it right away
Capricorn moon.
to articulate it, but I don't, I'm just like, I hate to feel uncomfortable. Emotionally, physically.
Capricorn moon.
I hate to feel uncomfortable.
Capricorn moon.
So I have to get it out.
Yeah.
And
I mean, no one likes to be uncomfortable.
But some people really will avoid conflict in a way that I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm not a people pleaser.
No.
And we talked about that too, where I was just like, I'm not a people pleaser. And frankly, I think people pleasing is rude.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, people pleasers out there, but I really do think it's not kind.
Yes.
Because when you are, I know it comes from a good place. You don't want to
No, it actually usually comes from a place of trauma, I think.
I
think people people think that it comes from a good place.
No, you're right.
But it's what you're saying. I think you're selling yourself short, and you're selling all of your friends short.
Yes.
By assuming what everyone wants.
Right.
And then trying to do that without actually communicating with yourself or with others to figure out what they want.
Yeah.
Or need.
If you're trying to avoid an uncomfortable feeling, and you think you know what someone wants or needs without asking them, or not giving them the benefit of the doubt to handle the feeling and the information, I think that's unkind.
Yeah.
And he mentioned, he's like, I can kind of be a little people pleasy too, where he can.
So
and and he said, I don't want to give someone the bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so then that's what I mean by saying it comes from a good place where you don't want to hurt someone's feelings.
Of course.
But the process of that hurts way more.
Mm-hmm.
Because it will always come out later.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I told him, I'm a person that I'm afraid. One of my fears, one of my nightmares is that someone is, I don't know that someone is not having a good time or doesn't want to be in the thing, or there's secretly information that I don't have.
That's one of his big fears.
My big fears. Oh. That's my big fear, which is why I'm just just tell me the thing.
I see. Okay, I understand now. Yeah. And
that was just something that came up organically, not addressing anything specifically. I can't even remember why it came up, but that was just something I said about myself. And he was really sweet. He was like, I never want to hurt you, and I'm really looking forward to growing this relationship, and and there's maybe one thing I can think of that maybe I could do better is texting you throughout the week, and I just get so wrapped up in the work week. And I was like,
meanwhile, you're like, I hate chatting.
And I told him, I don't really like chatting, but you are a bad texter. But it's come up
That's
before.
sweet that he was like, oh, I could think
Yeah.
of something.
Because it's come up before, and I can tell that he's making an effort now. He'll like throw in an emoji, because before it's like very dry. He's like, this man hates me, but he'll like throw in a little emoji.
He needs to take some lessons from me.
But
should take an intensive with Brooke on how to blow up your friend's phone.
but I told him, and that's something that I'm working on with myself, is not to take those things personally, because when I take stock of what's actually happening in our relationship, I know how you treat me. I know how you show up. I know how, like, I don't like to chat, and like you make time, and and we talked about how he thinks that we're doing a good job at making time for each other, and how it can be hard. I've been leaving town a lot, and like but so we're just kind of like talking about things in general, and then I asked him, I think, some question about like, what did you think when you saw my Tinder profile or something? And then I asked him, what are things that you wonder about me? Like, what are you wondering? And he was like, well, this is kind of like maybe one of those uncomfortable conversations. And he brought up the conversation that we had very, very early on, where he was like, you said that you wouldn't rule out anyone else before making things like exclusive, explicitly,
I'm
and
scared.
he was like, I haven't been seeing anyone else, and like, I haven't, like, I deleted my apps. He deleted his apps like 2 weeks into meeting me.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't even have time, but I don't even want to, and I don't think you're seeing anyone else. But I think he was scared. He was a little nervy.
Yeah.
That I think he was maybe gonna get some scary information.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. I'm like,
yeah.
Because I just know that it's about to happen. Yeah. And I'm just looking at him and just like drinking it all in. And my nails.
You guys are still walking to dinner at this point?
No, we're at dinner.
Amazing.
We've like eaten our full dinner.
Oh, amazing.
And we're just sitting across from each other, and I'm just like,
your palms are bleeding.
I'm like pressing my claws into my palm, and I'm just like waiting, and I'm just like, and then he's like, what? Because he sees my face.
And your face is just like gleeful anticipation.
Right. But he's still not asking to lock it down. But I'm like, okay, well, I'm not seeing anyone else. I haven't even gone on a date since I met you. I have not. Nothing. I haven't even touched anyone since I don't want to. And I've been trying to make that clear.
Yeah.
And eventually I was just like, I realized I had to like help him out a little bit. So it was kind of like are you saying you want to be my boyfriend? Type of thing. And then he did this strange thing where he started making Love Island references.
A man after my own heart.
He goes into a little bit of a joke mode.
Yeah,
he was like,
I bet he does.
Can I pull you for a jet?
I'm sick.
He says, are you saying you want to close off? To the point where
he's panic joking.
He's panic joking, and I'm dead serious.
You are no face move staring at him.
I err on the side of sincerity kind of always.
Yeah, you do.
And so, and I want my romantic moment.
Yeah.
And nothing has been solidified yet. Nothing's been officialized. So I was like,
yeah.
Bleep out his name.
You were like, Crabman!
And then he goes, of course I want you to be my girlfriend. And I was like, yay! And we're clutching hands across the table. And then he takes my face and he gives me a big kiss. And we were just like looking at each other. And then all of a sudden, this strange woman descends upon our table.
What?
This strange woman, middle-aged. And she like kind of puts her hands on the table and kind of hovers over us. And she looks at me and she says, the way he looks at you. And I was like, and I said, We just became boyfriend, girlfriend. And she was like, oh my God, congratulations. She hugs both of us at the table. I've also been sobbing.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably weeping at this
So
point,
I
right?
was like crying while we were clutching hands and kissing over the table. And then this woman descends upon us and is hugging us. And then we're just like, thank you. Thank you. And then she disappears in a puff of smoke.
What?
She disappears.
Dark Lord Jesse Palmer came to you as a witch from the woods.
Well, so then he was calling her our guardian angel.
Oh,
which was really sweet.
That's nice.
And
Oh my God. I'm crying a little bit right now.
Yeah. I did tell him, I was like, I wanted this so badly, but I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine it. I didn't know what it would look like.
Oh.
And now here you are. And you're everything I've ever wanted. Isn't that nice? I have a boyfriend.
I'm so happy for you.
And then the next day I book a commercial.
That's so nice.
It's so freaking affirming, my move to LA.
But honestly, thank God you're here. Oh my God, I'm sobbing. We should keep tissues in here.
I'm so glad I left Chicago because I'm here. And you know what else is really affirming is that I took a class at the beginning of like a month after I got here.
Seconds within moving here.
And the teacher at one point, we were getting coffee in the little break room and he was like, "Do you have a honey?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Good. You need to like focus."
Yeah.
And which is one of the reasons why I didn't date right away, because I had to kind of get my life in order. And I was like, I'm in LA for a reason and I have goals, and it's cool to kind of, since this man has been incorporated into my life, kind of I'm achieving some things in my professional life.
Yeah.
And that is also really affirming that, he's not getting in the way. He's very supportive.
Yeah.
He is also an actor and understands and is like so happy for me and
so nice.
A little cheerleader for me, which is great. And he's on TV every day this week.
Oh my God, we should watch
on his soap opera.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Every day this week?
Every day this week.
Have you been watching?
No, we're gonna watch together. I'm letting him decide how it happens.
Yeah.
And he has his like big finale on Monday. And so I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I love to be his little cheerleader and he's my little cheerleader. And I think that's awesome.
I think it's awesome too.
And, we talked about spending the night tonight. And then he was like, "Wait, don't you shoot tomorrow?" He's like very concerned about being a bad influence and getting in my way. And
he's so considerate.
He's sat, in my room, door closed on his phone while I did a self-tape before. He just had to knock something out. It's really nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I like a lot of what you're saying is like stuff that I have felt and experienced with Joe, with my partner over the last 5 years. And it's like, it's just so nice to have like a deep understanding with your romantic partner that is just like, because it's more than like your job or your career, but it's also like your creative expression and your lifestyle. I'm just overwhelmed with love and happiness for you.
Thank you.
What a joy.
Thank you.
I'm excited to hang out with him again as boyfriends.
We're boyfriends.
We can go on double dates.
Yeah.
What a thrill. I'm excited you have a Cancer boyfriend I don't hate.
Because I did have a Cancer boyfriend that you hated before.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of soured me on cancers.
Yeah.
I was afraid of Cancer men.
Well, I feel like he was the example of like how it can go really bad. Mm-hmm. Like how a Cancer man can be so unevolved and like
insecure. And insecure Cancer is
brutal.
But
Crab man is just a man who's a crab. He's just soft and sweet. He wants to protect you.
Yeah.
Ugh, what a joy and a thrill.
It really is so nice.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Also, makes so much sense that you had like such a long conversation about like your relationship and like ideas and everything because Venus is in Gemini right now.
Oh.
Gemini is ruled by Mercury.
And his Venus is in Gemini.
And Venus in Gemini just like wants to get to know a person so deeply. And so they just go question. They go birthday quiz. And that's really sweet.
Yeah.
So very timely. Astrology is real. Just a reminder.
Oh my God. Remember how we met that horrible man who was like, astrology is not real and I don't like reality TV because I'm a straight man?
Are you talking about Glenn?
Yeah.
You said how you met that man?
How we met that man.
Oh, yeah. I was like, we all met that horrible man.
We met a horrible man, but we don't have to talk about him. But he's just like the worst kind of man who's like, astrology and reality TV and anything that women like.
But we met him at a burlesque show.
Alone. He was there alone.
Ugh, to meet women.
He immediately hit on me and then said that he thought I was single based on how I was dressed, which is so offensive.
He's probably watching the same TikToks as my 20-year-old coworker's ex-boyfriend. I'm sick.
Joe and Brooke immediately started yelling at him, and I just had to like walk away.
You literally had to walk away. And then, when he started saying that astrology isn't real, I had to walk away. I got so mad. I was like, I can't fight you on this.
I just don't have energy for men like that. Not when I have Crabman.
No.
Who is so addicted to reality TV. He texted me last night, and he got off work, and he said, I ran home to watch Traitors.
Oh. What season is he on?
I started him on season 3.
He's starting with season 3.
I started him on season 3.
Incredible.
And we watched the first like 4 eps together, and then I was like, you have the Peacock login if you want to watch.
Amazing.
If you want to watch by yourself, you can, which I think hurt his feelings a little bit that I was giving him permission to watch the show by himself.
Oh.
But
then he got over it when he realized
that he could watch the show
by himself. Yeah. Exactly.
I just told him to save episode 8 for me, which is
the singing one. You know we love Tom Sandoval on this show.
The season 3 of Traitors makes me never want Tom Sandoval off my screen.
Did I tell you he's in the next season of House of Villains?
Thank fuck. That is not a good show.
No, but I'll watch it for him.
Oh my God, he's such good television.
And House of Villains, I think, is better than the other one. Yeah. Wait, no, opposite.
Better.
Opposite.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish House of Villains.
They're both not really produced well.
No. Sorry to the producers of that show.
They need to be produced like Traitors.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're just not good. I didn't even finish the first season, but I'll watch the second.
Well, you know how I feel about Joe McHale hosting anything.
You can't stand it. I won't ever fight you on it because you're entitled to your own opinions, and because I really don't care that much. I don't necessarily think he's good, but I grew up watching The Soup with my dad, so there's like a weird little nostalgic hole in my heart for Joel McHale's hosting.
Ugh.
But it's, I mean, again, I won't fight you on it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You can groan as much as you want.
Ugh.
You sound like my 20-year-old coworker's ex-boyfriend. Wait, we didn't do an update on the doctor's appointment.
That's okay. It was just like when I had such a good experience last week, I had such a bad experience with this like PA who I didn't even realize last time was just a PA. Not just, I mean, PAs can be great. Physician's assistant.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, this guy sucks. You know?
Yeah.
And he, won't make eye contact, is like acting really nervous, like unconfident, and won't explain things thoroughly, and will like use all of this medical jargon, which it makes me crazy because I had to advocate for myself so much.
I bet.
Which is like, not everyone can or will do that.
No.
And like with my standardized patient background, I know what should be happening. And so, and that is a thing that we will look for, is like uses medical jargon without like explaining. So he was like saying crazy. I literally was like, you think I know what that means? I literally said that to him. You think I know what that means?
And what'd he say?
He just started laughing. But it was just like,
You're being crazy.
At another point in the encounter, I went,
just threw up your hands, furrowed brow.
And I was also there because I was like, I want to get tested for celiac disease because my
Yeah.
mom has it, and I know I have a gluten sensitivity. I want to figure out if it's celiac.
Shout out to my mom who listened to our first episode and then texted me exactly what you just said.
Which I was going to do anyway.
Yeah, thanks,
Amy.
Amy.
And so I was like, I was having, these symptoms, and so I want to get tested for celiac. And he was like, okay, we can do that. It's unlikely, though. And I said,
shut the fuck up.
And I said, why? Like, you're going to tell me it's unlikely and then not explain, or elaborate, and why would you say it's unlikely? My parent has celiac.
And you can't eat gluten without shitting your pants.
So why?
So actually, why is it unlikely? Because it sounds likely to me.
He was like, you would have, like, he was saying that I would have, like a skin rash or something. But also, I haven't eaten, he didn't ask, like, when did you stop eating gluten? Have you been eating gluten? It's like, I haven't consciously eaten gluten since February. Why would I have a rash right now?
Yeah, you're not.
Why aren't you asking about other symptoms? Why are you just assuming? So crazy to me. And I was like, okay, well, my mom has it, so I want to get tested.
Mhm.
And also, because they were going to do blood work for it, I said, when she was diagnosed, it was not diagnosed through blood. It was diagnosed with an endoscopy.
Huge information.
So I said that to him. And because my mom was like, make sure you tell them that.
Great.
When I talked about it with
Thank
her
you,
months
Phyllis.
ago, of course. And he was like, okay, well, that would be another day. It's like, obviously, but I have to tell you.
No shit. Yeah.
Like, you think I'm going to let you
schedule me an endoscopy? Like,
yeah.
What?
You think I'm going to let you stick a camera up my ass right now?
No.
No, obviously not. So it's a combination of acting like I'm stupid.
Yeah.
And then
acting stupid.
And then acting stupid. And then also acting like I am a medical professional.
Yes.
And I can understand certain things without proper context or explanation. Really infuriating. Shout out, though, to the nurses there. Really, really lovely, helpful, pleasant.
Sounds like a nurse to me.
Sounds like a nurse to me. I mean,
nurses
can be bad.
Nurses can be deeply evil.
They can be really evil.
They can also be really special.
I couldn't even get blood work done when I went in January because 3 different people tried to get blood out of my arm. And I do think it was because I was dehydrated from pooping at all times.
Oh, because you were deep in the
I was deep in this, but I wasn't noticing the pattern yet.
Right.
And so they stuck me 3 different places on my body, could not get any blood. And that is kind of a thing with me, is that I have very small veins. Sometimes people cannot get blood out of me. So I'm always a little nervous before. And some people can just stick me and go. So I don't really know if it's a user issue or a vein issue.
I'm just so sick of going to a doctor and it's just like a man who won't look me in the eye or believe anything I say. Come on.
And luckily, I think we understand ourselves and what should be happening and with our bodies and our things and in these interactions, and we can advocate for ourselves. So at worst, I have an appointment like that and it's just like, oh god.
Annoying.
And then I have to work too hard to get what I need done. But for other people, it's just like,
it's life or death.
Better. Yeah.
Some people are dying because of it, because they
don't know the questions to ask because they're not soliciting questions. Like this fucking PA was just kind of at one point just kind of standing with his laptop on his way out, and then I was like, okay, I have another question. I need an optometrist. Can you refer me to you should be sitting down and be like,
what do you need?
What questions do you have? Anything else? I'll kill you.
I'll kill him.
Metaphorically.
But
it didn't.
I wish I had this at your appointment. And I could just stand behind him while he's ignoring you.
It was annoying to the point where I'm like, maybe I should just switch my PCP. But then that's annoying too.
Yeah.
Because how often do I go to the doctor? Not really a lot.
Ugh.
But
twice this week.
I miss my 80-year-old Indian man with the magnifying glass.
Yeah, why can't he be your PCP?
I love him. Anyway,
I think that's kind of it for our episode.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, okay, you know what to do. We have advice that we haven't addressed because we
We've
just have
just
so many
been-
things to talk about.
Yeah.
But we do want to answer your questions. DM us at Super Sister Signs on Instagram. Email us, supersistersigns@gmail.com. Watch us on YouTube. Listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts immediately.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok.
5 stars.
Review us. Honestly,
Yeah.
if you press follow or subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to on it, really helps us a lot. So that would be awesome if you could do that. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
star
star babies.